you want to manifest anything by just simply writing it into existence, then that is possible. And I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. Hi everyone, my name is Yeva Berisheta. I am a mindset and manifestation coach, and welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about positivity, the subconscious mind, lots on mindset, and the secrets to manifestation. So if you're into this type of content, then make sure that you click the subscribe button right now. So a little bit of a backstory behind it is that I script every single month. I do it at a specific time every single month, and everything that I have scripted is either coming closer into manifesting itself or has already manifested itself. So just a couple of examples that I have written down is, for example, manifesting my very first car. Even though at the time I could not even purchase a car, I still ended up getting it. And I have a video on exactly how I did that, and I'm gonna link it above as well. So my car that I absolutely adore was one of my manifestations, and thinking back upon it, I did script about it in much detail, and I'm gonna tell you what you have to kind of do or how you have to script in order to manifest anything that you desire as well. So car, health, money as well. Manifested a lot in my savings that I didn't have before. I also scripted, actually, this is like a little secret, but I'm gonna tell you, I also scripted leaving like my last job because I wasn't very happy in it. And I ended up having to leave, and yeah, and it could have not gone any better way because I'm just so happy that I'm not there anymore. So, and that is what I actually desire deep inside my heart, and I scripted it all out and it came true. And just again, good grades, because I also study marketing for those of you who don't know. So manifesting good grades by scripting is another great thing. And that's what I manifested. Those are the things that I manifested. And of course, friendships and trips as well, and a really good, loving relationship. Those are the things that I manifested, and also my kitty Bella, when I think about it right now. These are all the things that I wrote down in a certain order and in a certain way, and all of them literally ended up manifesting. There are a couple of them that have not manifested yet because they're still in the process of manifesting. And so it's really exciting, and I really want to share with you guys how I did it and how you can do it too. And this is especially cool for people who are really into writing as well. It's a great form of manifesting. But if you're not into writing, then don't worry. You're not going to have to write a lot. And so, yeah, without further ado, let's hop into it. So, getting into a little bit more about what scripting is. So, scripting is basically journaling, right? You write down your desires and what it is that you are currently manifesting, right? So scripting basically means writing it down, right? One of the really big benefits of scripting is you get a clear mind. You get a clear overview of your goals and your dreams and what you desire simply because you are writing it down. As I mentioned, I, for example, have a routine that I script once a month. I think I mentioned this already. If not, then I'm going to say it again. I script once a month at a certain time. You can script once a week. I don't think you have to do it every day. A lot of YouTubers say you have to script it out and read it out to yourself. multiple times a day. I don't really believe that. I don't believe that. I think we just have to do it whenever we feel inspired to do it. And for me personally, I write down my dreams and desires and what I'm manifesting once a month continuously. And when it comes to writing things down and really scripting, it's not about tipping it into your laptop. It's not about writing it on your phone. It is really about putting pen to paper, sitting down and doing it. Because when you put pen to paper, your mind literally thinks differently. Different neural pathways build, different parts of the brain work when you're really writing it down with your fingers, right, with your hand. So when it comes to scripting, pen and paper is the way to go. When you're writing that stuff down, you're basically setting an intention, okay, subconsciously and also consciously. When you write your desires on paper, you're setting an energetic intention. That is the energy that you're giving out, the feelings that you have, right? The intention that you set, that is what you're going to be manifesting. Okay, so now we're going to get into how you really have to do it. So first and foremost, decide that you're going to be scripting, right? Decide that you're going to take like half an hour out of your day. If you're doing it the first time, do it like when you have time, when you take some self-love time for yourself, maybe on the weekend or when you have a day off, in the evening or in the morning, whenever you want. So decide that you're gonna take time out of your day to do this, right? And have a clear space. So if you're gonna write it on your bed, make sure that your bed is like cleaned up. If you're gonna write it at the table, make sure that the table is clean, there's no clutter, and that you have space, okay? Because then your mind is free to think, right? A clear area is literally contributing into having a clear mind. So what I always do is I also light a candle to get me into the mood. I make myself some tea, green tea, whatever tea you want. I just make myself a cup of tea and I set it down in the area that I will script. One thing that I also have, and I'm going to show you in a second what my personal scripting journal looks like. It's really, really cute. I really want to show you. And what I really do recommend is getting a journal that is dedicated only to this type of scripting, only to manifestation scripting. And it doesn't have to be a big journal. It can just be really about anything, but you have to like it. And yeah, you can also write it on sheets of paper, but I just find it so cool writing the date and writing everything that you desire out, or writing everything that's coming to you outwards, like on paper, and then you look over it and then you see like, oh, I manifested this and I manifested this, and I think that's really, really cool. So this is actually what my own personal scripting journal looks like. It's super fancy. It was super cheap, but I just think it's so fun, and I love writing in this. And I have a bunch of entries in here, and yeah, it's just my writing, just writing things out. So this is what mine looks like, and I really do recommend just investing a little bit of money into getting a journal so that you have everything in one place. You'll be looking forward to it even more. Okay, so let's say you're gonna script at your table and you have your candle, you have your tea, you have your pen, you have your journal, and you can put on some like really calming music or something like that that has a good vibe. You don't have to, but you can do this additionally, right? And when you're sitting at your area, just have a think before writing anything into your journal of what it is that you want to manifest into your life. Have a think about your finances. Have a think about your relationships, your friendships, your job, your health, your living situation, your future, what you desire, anything really specific, anything you want to have, any way you want to feel. Just think about what it is that you want to bring into your life. So, what I do is I literally date the page. I write down, like, this is one of the dates, 1st of August, 219, and the pages are even falling out. I date the page, right? Just simply date the page. And then I write the whole everything in the present tense and from gratitude. Okay? And this is really important. So don't forget this part. You always write in the present tense and you write from gratitude. For example, if you are manifesting better health for yourself because you haven't been feeling well, or you're manifesting better health for other people, like your partner, your parents, whatever, you write thank you so much and you name who you're thanking. So if you believe in God, you can say thank you so much, God. If you believe in whatever God it is that you believe in, or whatever higher power you believe in, you basically thank this higher power, this divine power, for blessing you with the manifestation that is coming your way. So, for example, thank you so much, God, for giving me the amazing health that I have. I feel so much better now. Thank you for healing me. Thank you for this healing power that I am receiving. Okay? So it's coming from gratitude, and gratitude is really important because gratitude and love are the highest forms of vibration. And when you start being grateful, or when you write out a gratitude list, or when you just concentrate on being grateful, it's going to be a really good vibe. You're going to feel it really fast because gratitude has such a high vibrational frequency. So when you're manifesting anything into your life, it's really easy to do it out of gratitude because you're going to feel really good about it. Another example is if you're, for example, single, right? And you want to have a partner. And if you want to manifest a partner coming your way, you can also do the same thing. You can say, thank you so much, God, for bringing in the man of my dreams into my life. I'm so, so grateful that that he is currently coming my way. And the reason behind having to write your manifestations in the present tense is quite simple. For example, we are always moving forward in life, right? We only have the now, and every minute passes and we come closer to our future. And when we say we have it now, we will have it now at some point, right? But if we focus on having it on the future, the future is a long time, but if you say now, you're literally saying when it is, and you might not have it now, you might have it in a week or a month, but you will reach that point at some time. Okay? And so this is why it's so important to keep it in the present moment, because at some point you will reach that moment, and God and the universe or whoever you believe in just needs a little bit of time to shift things into place. Okay? So always write it in the present, and the more you write it in the present, the better it's going to be for you. It's not going to be in the future anymore, like so far into the future. It's still going to be a little bit into the future, even if you write it now, because time will be needed to shift everything into place so that you get it. but it's still gonna come faster to you if you just say in the future someday, right? So that's the reason we try our best to stick to the present tense. And if you cannot formulate a sentence fully in the present tense, or it just seems a little bit off-putting and you don't really feel happy about it, or you don't like the way you've written out something, then at least, or you can better say, write it in the past as well, like it has already happened. But keep distance from the future tense. So if something like, I am so grateful that I am engaged now, and you're not engaged now and you feel a bit weird writing it, you can write something, I am so grateful for the amazing proposal that I have received. It was absolutely beautiful and I am so thankful for it, right? But not, thank you so much for the proposal that I will receive sometime later on. We don't want any of that. So if you cannot stick to the present, or if it feels a little bit odd, you can at least write it in the past tense, okay, as if it has already happened, but stay away from the future as much as you can. And again, it's fully up to you if you just want to write about one thing, if you want to write multiple things that you want to manifest. I name like 5 from every area of my life, kind of finances, relationships, job, etc. And I just journal them out. And I remember doing like my first entry, and a lot of the stuff was just scribbled out because I couldn't like make up my mind, just a lot of scribbles. But then at some point I got really good at it and I didn't scribble like anything really out. It just looked neat and tidy because I knew how it had to work out. And as I said, literally so many things that I've written, and I started doing it on pages, but then I moved into this journal because I find it so much more efficient. You can look over the things and you'll be like, oh wow, I manifested this. And it'll be such a cool feeling as well. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel down below and hit the bell button to be notified whenever I upload a video. So basically, after you've like written everything out and you've dated the page and you're happy with it and you've written it out from gratitude and you've made your first entry, at the bottom of it, you can write something like, thank you for all of these beautiful manifestations coming to me right now. Something like that you can write at the bottom of the page. Again, make sure it's in the present tense. And yeah, then you read out the whole list or the whole page or all of the sentences that you've written down to yourself, and literally really feel that gratitude. Really try your best to tap into the gratitude, okay? As if it is here, or as if it has even maybe already happened, and be so grateful and feel that vibe. And then after you've read it out and you're just so happy and your energy is just so high and you feel so good about it and you're just in the vibration of gratitude, you can just basically close up your journal and put it away for next time. And then go about your evening or go about your day. And you set a super powerful intention. You got focused on what it is that you desire, and things will start shifting. And you can also think about, okay, well, what little small step would I have to take in order for my manifestation of whatever it is that you desired to come into my life? What would be the next small step that I would need to take? And this is basically just kind of like an energetic signal being sent out. So when you take inspired action, it's an energetic signal being sent out that you're ready for your manifestation to come. And when you take inspired action, when you do something that brings you closer to your manifestation, for example, if you want to lose a certain amount of weight, or if you want to gain weight, or just be fitter and you wrote it down in your journal, then you take that small step of maybe like drinking more water, or working out a little bit, or doing any of that as best as you basically can, because it will bring momentum into your manifestation. It'll be like, oh, okay, she really means this. She's also taking some sort of action, so we're going to bring this to her. That's really how I see it, and that's how I've done it, and it has worked for me. That's why I really want to share that with you as well. Again, during that time in between your scripting period, you might be seeing omens, or you might be seeing angel numbers, or just symbols of significance for you. And I always take that as a good sign that I'm on the right path, and that I should keep going, that my manifestation is coming to me. So you can definitely do that too. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I loved sharing it with you. Again, if you have any questions, just comment them down below, because I always have a look at your comments and I always answer your questions. So if any questions do arise, make sure you let me know and I'll help you out. If you're not part of my Facebook group yet, then come and join. We are a small but growing community. I do lives in the group about these types of topics and more, and I would love for you to be a part of this community, and we can chat in the group as well. I also have my podcast, the Talks with Yeva podcast. It's on Apple Podcast and on Spotify. And I talk about these types of topics and more. Make sure you subscribe to my podcast and have a listen. Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you're interested in connecting with me. My Instagram is Your Mind is Heaven, and you can find the link to it in the description section below. Just like everything else that I mentioned, you can find all of the links in the description section below. Also, if you are interested in one-on-one coaching or want to reach out and have a chat with me, then you will find the link to that in the description section below. I'd love to hear from you, so feel free to reach out. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you an absolutely amazing week, and I'll see you next week, Sunday. Bye!